Welcome to the Life with Joey Calvo Podcast. I am Joey Calvo. Today I decided to do something different. Today I decided to be me and explain things that are going on in my life right now. And give me a moment. Okay, so all right, so like I said, I decided I'm going to be me. I have been divorced since December of 2025. And 2026 has been starting out okay in different ways, and something good was happening. And it fell apart early. And so I've been in this slump where, the loneliness is really attacking me. So I said, wait a minute. This is who people will see when I'm out. Okay? This is who people will see when I'm out in the streets. Okay? But when I do these podcasts, these are not on. And the reason why they're not on is if you look right now, there's a glare. Okay? All right? So, I did it temporarily, but this is me. This is who I am behind the scenes and so on. So, I hear all these ads on Facebook and Instagram for dating apps. And I was like, okay. I was like, let me try this. Let me look into this. Well, I didn't expect what I went through with it. The first app that I went into, and even with the other one that I'm going to explain in a little bit, as soon as you sign up, wham, you have like 50 people right at you. You can't even breathe yet. And everybody's at you like, oh, I think you're hot. I think this. I think that. I'm like, I have only been on it for 2 seconds. So, I'm not saying that, they were interested, but I couldn't even breathe for a second, in reference to it. And then as I'm talking to them, they started putting pictures up. And then when you put pictures up on this one app, okay, they're locked. So to unlock them, you have to give them a gift. And the gift costs. So it got to the point where gifts were running about $100 a pop. So by the time I was like, I'm not getting anywhere with this. Nobody's saying, hey, I want to meet you. I mean, they were all more like throwing pictures at me to unlock. And yes, some of them were nudes. Okay. Some of them were showing pussy. Okay. But that's not what I wanted right away. So I turned around and said, you know what? I'm done with this app. And I deleted it after I spent about $700. So I did get my little trip to Atlantic City that night. Okay. Yes, I did get it. I did. And I did pay some bills first before that happened. Okay. So I did get my little getaway in. But I was afraid that what I was planning on doing with the tax money at the time. Matter of fact, I was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week. So Monday, Tuesday, and yesterday, I was supposed to be in Atlantic City. I was supposed to be coming home from Atlantic City today. I had 3 days booked in Atlantic City. Okay. I canceled it because I didn't know when the tax check came in. And then when the tax check came in, I could have still did it, but I had already canceled it by then. So, like I said, this first dating app, begins with a U. Turned around, cost me $700. I didn't even get one meeting out of it. Not even one meeting. Because all they kept showing me was, can you handle me? Can you handle this? And throwing, all these pictures up of nudes and towards sexual things. So I wind up deleting my account from that, and I gave it a review. Believe me, I gave that one a review. Okay? Because everybody say, oh, it's free. No, it's not. Because when you go to download that app, it says in-app purchases. So then there's this other app, begins with a D, that I am currently on. Same thing. As soon as I got on, wham, I couldn't breathe for a minute because I was getting all these people interested in me. And I'm like, let me breathe for a minute. Let me, look. I didn't even get, I mean, it was like I felt like I didn't have a minute again. But once I did gather myself together in reference to it, then I started looking. And believe me, the people that are on this app are beautiful. I mean, they are. They are. Okay? They are. But here's the thing. And it's nothing against them. I'm actually sorry that the conversations went to sex. Yes, I made them happy and wore them out, quote unquote. But do you think it really satisfied me? No. Because nobody didn't even get to know who I am. And that's why I'm doing this. I'm explaining everything about me. Now, there is one person who I've been talking to on this app for 5 days. You would think after 3 or even 2 or even 1 sometimes, if the person's interested in me and wants to get to know me, meet me. I mean, really meet me. Because all you're really saying to me is, yeah, I want to get to know you on the app. The app builds up a cost. And it's been doing that. And that's what it did. Okay? That's what it did. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed talking to them. But it was like as soon as I said something sexual, it was a whole different direction and off it went. And you know, going to, let's do it. If I wanted that, I'd rather have it in person. Because, to be honest, after a bit, it's not good to me. It's not. It doesn't make it. I wasn't feeling like Joey. I was feeling like a sex toy. And I don't want people to think I'm a sex toy. Not yet, anyway. In private, whole different story. But on an app like that, no. So, first, there are some of you on this other app that begins with a D that I'm currently on, that I'm leaving on Saturday, and I am leaving it because after I put in I'm getting close to $400 on it. Okay. I really didn't, I met people and I was actually interested in getting to know them. But again, as soon as the sexual part came out, that it was like I had to throw it out there just to get somewhere. And I didn't want to. Because I wanted people to see Joey first. Not what can Joey handle them. And that's why I got upset. And that's why I'm pushing people away and stuff. Because and then as I am getting to know people, I'm planning an idea of wanting to meet them, and they're like, "Do you know what I really want for dessert?" I'm like, "I know what you want for dessert, but you're making it feel like I'm a sex toy. I'm not the person you're interested in. I'm not. You don't know who Joey is. All you know is he's just someone to fuck right now." Okay, fine. I haven't had it in years either. But I'd rather that in person. Sorry, I don't mean to get frustrated at those that I talk to either. I'm not supposed to be like this. I'm supposed to be happy. I'm supposed to be enjoying my life. And there's one, believe me, there's one. All right, before I even get to this, I told you that this podcast has a number one fan, number one supporter, and she's a real life superheroine. Okay? And I'm going to bring it up right now. And then I'm actually going to get to me. This is American Fox. All right? Am I looking for somebody like her? Not really. But she got to know me. We got to know each other. And I will say, I can say this. There is one person, if I made a video of American Fox, this one in particular, literally could do it. Literally could portray her. Oh, okay. So to that one person, believe me, I was interested in that. This person that I believe could be American Fox in a video. Okay. I mean, she's beautiful. She's just as beautiful as American Fox. She's taller than American Fox and all these others. And she was interested in working out with me, which is one thing I wanted to do. I want to get healthy. And this person, I mean, did interest me. But as soon as the sexual thing came out, that was it. It upset me. And I was pushing more. Plus, I was feeling a little off because this person, like I said, is taller than all the others. And I just didn't want anybody to bend down to me or stoop low in reference to me. But I will say that one person could be American Fox. I mean, literally, could be American Fox. Actually, can be American Fox in disguise. Okay? Literally can be. Now, there's another one, like I said, that I've talked to for a couple days. And, in reference to American Fox, it's in the video description. I explained how you can follow her on X and on Instagram. So, but in reference to me, there was another person, like I said, chatting with me, but every time I wanted to talk about something else, it was going back to the sex. Like, I was playing this whole nice weekend of an idea. And all it came back is, do you know what I would want for dessert? Do you know what I want for a late night snack? Do you know what? And it went right back to the sex. And it upset me. Because it was like I said, I was feeling like a sex toy. Nobody saw Joey. No, all Joey was to them was somebody to be pleasured with. That's it. Nobody knows that Joey likes to go to Atlantic City. Nobody knows that Joey likes to hold hands and be an old-fashioned romantic and walk the boardwalk or walk the beach. Nobody knows that Joey likes smooth jazz. No one knows that Joey likes 70s, 80s, classic rock. Nobody knows that Joey likes to cook. Nobody knows that Joey lives in an unhealthy relationship. In an unhealthy residence. Nobody asked me that. Oh, and when they did, it went back to the sex. And believe me, if you wanted it, then ask me to meet you right there and then. And then everything else can go. I wanted to actually want a relationship. I really did. I've been alone for so long that when I go to Atlantic City, I go late at night because no one's there. Okay? And yes, all these people that I've been talking to on this app, I did compliment them. And I meant that. I did, but their version of feeling special wasn't the way I was making them feel special, except for one. Because I actually got into, saying things But no one saw me. All they saw was my midsection. And that's why I started pushing everybody away. Because all it came down to was that. And that's not what I wanted. Okay? Yes. Behind the scenes, once even on the first date, fine. You want it? Let's do it. But meet me first. Meet me. Okay? Meet me. I mean, there's an opportunity to where I want to get to know the person I want to be with. Okay? You really want me to tell you? American Fox and I were getting close to a relationship. Very close. And she's not even in the area. I was trying to find somebody here in the Philadelphia area. I just wanted to slow down and just enjoy being with someone and maybe being at their place and making them dinner and making them bag lunches for work and getting to know who they are and being that support for them that way. But at the same time, you think I don't want sex? I do. And yes, I love long hair women. Okay? I have a long hair fetish. Okay? I do. And sexually, and I'm risking this podcast getting banned by YouTube afterwards. Okay? But I like to be on the bottom. I like to see the person I'm with. I don't like an ass in my face. I don't like to see somebody's back. I want to see the person because that's who I'm interested in. The person. Not just the sex. I wanted to know the person. And another thing about me. I'm out of shape. I admit that. I'm 5'4". I'm 240 to 250 pounds. Okay? And in reference to it, and those that say, oh, well, I'm going to watch, they're not even on. They're not even watching it live. And I mentioned it. I told them the channel, everything. But am I upset about it? I shouldn't be. Because that's where I knew where it's going to be. They'll see the channel later on. You know, they'll go to the live section of the YouTube channel and see it. And then they'll see what I'm talking about. But you don't have to be an American Fox. Because to me, everybody is like American Fox in their own way. It's like I said, American Fox and I were very close to a relationship. Getting ready, close to being a physical relationship was. May it still happen? It could. You know, I'm open to things. Okay, if I wasn't disabled, okay, I love to bowl. I want to travel. I want to do things. Okay, but right now, with my health, I'm limited. And with what I'm getting right now, I'm even more limited. Believe me, I want to move out of where I live. I live in a place that I don't have a kitchen. I don't. I just have a bathroom to share. Okay? I love cats. I am a cat lover. Oh my God. If a cat came up to me and purred, I would be in high heaven. Because I felt like I had a friend right there in a cat. In a cat. And that would cheer me up. I'm not saying I don't like dogs. I love dogs. Okay? But I also have to be careful of what type of dog. Because there are some dogs that might attack me. Okay? I've been hurt so much in my life. Okay? I've been hurt so much in my life that I'm really careful of what I'm looking for. Like I said, I want sex like anybody else in the world. And if you want that, then meet me in person to do that. Okay? Because, yes, I did watch the movie Friends with Benefits with Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis. Yes. I loved that movie. Yes. I enjoyed when Mila Kunis took her hair down in the beginning the first time her and Justin did it. Okay? Yes. I liked it. And I saw what was going on. I was like, yeah, this, in my ears, this would be interesting. No relationship, just sex. And of course, at the end, they wind up falling in love. In actuality. Not real life, but I mean in the movie. And maybe that's what I need. Someone to fall in love with for who they are. Not just the sex. I want to be able to enjoy someone and do things with someone. Not just sex. As much as I would love to have it every night. But I want more than that. I do. I really want more than that. I want to be able to tell the person, walk along a beach, holding hands in Atlantic City, or on a tropical beach of any kind. Hold their hand and tell them that they're just as beautiful as the ocean. Telling them how special they are to me for who they are. Then we can go back and have sex if it led to that. But I want to be able to take someone out to dinner and just literally just want to spend time with them. Enjoy time with them, knowing them, as well as them knowing me and learning about me and knowing who I am. It got to the point where it all came back to just sex. And like I said, that's why I'm like, I'm done. I'm tired. I mean, it's not right to them. It's not right to me. That's not what I don't want to be a sex toy. I want to be a human. And then I turn around and feel like a monster for acting like it. And that's not right either. Because then I may make them uncomfortable. Okay? I don't want that. I want someone who I can enjoy being with. And it doesn't matter if you're 4 foot or 6'3". I just get tired of, can you handle me? Well, how am I supposed to know if I can handle you if I don't know you? All the handle me is the sex. And who knows, you might kill me during sex for the health problems I have. I mean, I have sleep apnea. I barely sleep. I do. I barely sleep. I have high cholesterol. I have diabetes. Nobody looked at that. All everybody came down to is, can you handle me? It was like sex toy. And I'm sorry to all of you that think I am. Because that's not me. That's not who Joey is. Joey is someone who will, and except for the one, Joey is someone who will listen to you in reference to your life. Joey is someone who wants to share how you feel. Joey likes to be the one that will listen to you and listen to what you are. But all Joey kept hearing is, I want to fuck you. Can you handle me? Like I said, if you wanted just that, say, hey, meet me here. And then we can go back and do it. But maybe that's not what I want. And I've been told that I am pushing and controlling. I don't want to be that. I want to be the person that treats someone with respect. I want to be the person that shares things with. And yes, am I putting myself on a due date? Yeah. You know why? I'm turning 55 in less than a month. I've got 3 nights down in Atlantic City. Okay? For my birthday. And I really want to share it with someone. I wanted my 55th birthday to be something special to me. I don't see it. I don't. I really don't. I really don't. Because all I'm seeing right now, in reference to it, is just sex. Maybe I want to hold hands, walk the boardwalk. I want to enjoy being with someone. Okay? Yes. Long hair is a plus. Long hair is a huge plus. Doesn't matter if it's halfway down to your back, halfway down to your ass, or halfway down to the ground. Okay? All it matters is this. If you want to be with me and you enjoy smooth jazz music or 70s music or classic rock like Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin, or you enjoy 80s music like The Cure, Psychedelic Furs, Howard Jones, NXS, The Bangles, Expose, I'm even into a little bit of heavy metal. There's a heavy metal band I've had on this podcast called Sepsis. I like their music. And when I had them on the podcast, we rocked. Okay? It was rocking. I love 70s music. I'm into Earth, Wind, and Fire. And even the Beatles. I love the Beatles. I love Paul, Ringo. I have George. And I have John in my Spotify. And I'm into Wonder Woman. Hence where the long hair fetish came from. And what got me more interested is right here. American Fox. Okay? That got me more into superheroines. Like I said, American Fox and I were close to an actual physical relationship. But it fell apart. And it was something that was beyond my control. Okay? It was something beyond my control. But I'm not looking for it's not like I'm not looking for an American Fox. Okay? And if you think you're jealous of American Fox, don't be. I mean, yeah, you have long hair. Okay. You have beautiful eyes. Okay. You work. Okay. You want to hold hands and take walks and stuff? All right. I'm up for that. I love that. I love to sit down and talk and chat. I like doing that. But not just sex. As much as the friends with benefits idea was really what I was looking for originally. Because all I knew is that, everybody just wanted sex out of me. Or fantasized sex. Nobody got a chance to ask me who I was. Or get to know who I was. Like I said. And it's like, I'm sorry. But I'm a human being. And believe me, there are some that I was actually interested in getting to knowing. But you didn't. Matter of fact, I was there. There's one. Like there's one that wanted to make me healthy, and I applaud that person for that. There was one that I got them to look at themselves. Okay. And I was a little happy. There was one who is in a position right now where they're nowhere, quote unquote. I gave an idea and I wanted to show it to them. I literally wanted to go there and show them how to do everything and be able to do something that would keep them occupied as they were moving forward. And I made that person uncomfortable for it. And I'm sorry for that. Yes, I love iced coffee. And if you were to look carefully, it's not totally green anymore. But it looks green. It's because there's shamrock syrup in it. Yes, shamrock syrup from McDonald's. When you go for the shamrock shakes, yeah, that's what's in this. Besides caramel chocolate. I drink iced coffee like crazy. Okay? I drink strawberry lemonade from Wawa like crazy. Or if I get the small bottles, there's a pineapple lemonade. There's a peach lemonade. I love the lemonades from Wawa. I should be drinking water. I should be eating healthier foods. But where I live, I don't have that access. And I'm hoping by summertime, I could do that. Okay? But what I'm looking for is someone to enjoy life with. That's it. Plain simple. Someone that I can enjoy looking at them, looking at how amazing they are inside and out. Okay? That's what I want. I even had one, not even on the dating apps. Outside of that, matter of fact, this was 2 nights ago. There was someone else that was interested in me. One, she looked like a teenager. Matter of fact, even the one on the app looked like a teenager too. But was still interested in me. Okay? Literally asked me for money. I've been scammed before, left and right. I was scammed crypto last year, almost to the point where everybody's like, you're being reported to the FBI. You think I'm not scared from that? You think I don't have I don't throw guards up, defenses up for that? Hell yeah. I haven't even met you and you're asking me for money? And there was people last year that were interested in meeting me. And they're like, oh, I need gas money so I can meet you. They weren't going to meet me. They just wanted money. If I wanted to give money, I'd give it to a panhandler. That's not who I am. I'm not an ATM machine either. I think I actually feel like I want to be human. But nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw who I was or is. One person, like I said, the one person that all I've been doing for the past 4 or 5 days was saying, hey, look out for yourself during work. You know, be you. Be the person that you should be. Don't say it was because of me. Because literally, that's God telling me that. God's telling me you're beautiful. God's telling me this. God's telling me that. Okay? God's saying all that. God's telling me who you are. I wanted the woman to tell me who they are. Okay? I wanted that person to tell me who they are. I wanted that person to know who I am. I wanted that person to know that I love going to Atlantic City. I love riding the train to Atlantic City. I do. I love taking the shuttles to the casinos because they're free. Okay? I love walking the boardwalk. I love walking the beach. I love looking up at the stars with somebody. I would love to go camping again. I would love to travel with them and do romantic weekends. Okay? I want to enjoy the person, not just the sex. I don't want somebody that just wants me for money. I don't want somebody who just wants me as a sex toy. I don't want that. I want someone I can enjoy, that I can cuddle up, watch TV with, and enjoy being with. And I'm going to tell you, American Fox was close to that. It may not have been the way that we were looking at it. But I also understood who she was. I got to know who she was. That's the thing. So I got the understanding of the boundary lines and stuff. Okay? Now, I was looking for somebody in the Philly area to spend time with. Literally spend time with. Cuddled up watching TV or with this past snowstorm, I would have been okay with being snowed in with someone. Okay? But I actually I was supposed to do a podcast on Monday, but it got canceled. It got postponed. Okay? And yes, I would love to have this person be part of the podcast and maybe quote unquote co-host it with me. And I thought about that with the birthday one. Because I wanted to enjoy being with somebody. That's what it really comes down to. I mean, if you want friends with benefits, okay. Then meet me somewhere. And we could do that. But if you really want someone to appreciate you, respect you, want to spend time with you, want to maybe work out with you, if you do that. If you want someone that you want to spend the time with, quality time, and really be feeling loved, okay, let's hook up. Okay, let's hook up. Let's meet. Let's let everything happen the way it will. Because for my birthday, yes, I would love to have somebody with me that I can enjoy my birthday with. Yes, there is someone else that I'm going to spend some time with. But I only see that person once a year. That's it. I talk to them twice a week. And believe me, we have a relationship. But it's different now than it was back then. Like I said, we talk, but it's not the same as it used to be because of things beyond our control. Okay? I want to enjoy the rest of my life, what I have left, with someone who wants to enjoy themselves as well. And one scenario, one scenario that goes right through my mind, every person I've talked to, is this. And this is because every person I've looked at are truly beautiful. So the scenario that comes running through my mind with every conversation I've had is this. You and I are walking hand in hand down the boardwalk in Atlantic City. And this guy comes up to us, looks at you, and says, come on, you deserve better than this guy. And you're going to turn around to that person, let them have it, saying, hey, he's better than what you think. But in the back of your mind, you could be like, Yeah, he is better than Joey. But I'm with Joey, not with him. And I would probably feel that. And I'd be like, you know what? You want to go be with him? Go. Because I'm not going to hold you back. If you have that feeling like you want something better than me, tell me. And then off you go. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna appreciate the time. I'm gonna appreciate the opportunity. I'm not gonna be mad or upset. I mean, it's a choice you make. Now, the one that I said this to originally, that before I was going to say that, was like, let me choose who I want to be with. Well, you are. But I will understand if it winds up being the other person and you come back to me and, like apologizing to me for that. And I'm like, why are you apologizing to me? You said to me in so much, I'm not the one. And then that's it. Because I love honesty. Honesty is the best thing to have. Okay? And most of the honesty that's on this app that starts with a D right now is all sexual. Okay? And if they do decide to watch this, by the time they watch it, I'm going to be off the app. And so this is what they're missing out on. But they comment and saying, hey, I was on this. This is where I met you. And you know what? Now I'm seeing what you're saying, and I'd like to. And then I'll reach out to you. Okay? Then I'll reach out to you. Because I want to get to know the person besides the sex. Okay? I want to enjoy spending time with someone, physically spending time with someone just because of them. I want to be able to look at that person and see this glow. Okay? I want to see this glow. I want to see what God actually put into them. Okay? I saw that. I saw that with American Fox. Okay? I actually did. And like I said, we were very close to being in a relationship. Very close. You think I'm not upset about that? That's what's really hurting me the most. But at the same time, American Fox is not here in Philadelphia. Because if she was, I wouldn't have gone on the dating apps. To be honest, I wouldn't have been. But I thought, it's 2026. I need to look at something different. And because of it, it cost me almost $1,100 in 2 apps. And almost more than that outside of the 2 dating apps. Okay? I'm coming up to an hour just even blaring out everything. All right? So, if you're long hair and you're interested in getting to know Joey, not just for sex. I mean, if you want friends with benefits, fine. But you need to meet me for that. doing it over an app is not really friends with benefits. It's nothing. It's just fantasy. Once you meet me, then fine. We can set up something to where we can phone text and do phone sex and stuff. Okay? That's fine. But I don't want just that. As much as I'm comfortable for that right now, but deep down, I really want to spend time with someone. I want to enjoy someone for who they are. The one person, like I said, that I spent 5 days talking to, I made so many plans off of it. But they're like, oh, I need more time. I need more time. I need more time. You had 5 days. And I had to put an ultimatum to it. That shouldn't be me either. Because if you're really interested in who I am, then say, hey, Joey, let's meet. Let's get together. Let's have coffee right now. I'm up for that. I've got time on my hands. Before 12 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday when I do these podcasts. Or Wednesdays. Wednesday, I have a whole day if I don't have a doctor's appointments. I'm fine with you. And then the weekends, I haven't been going to church only because of the snowstorms, but I do go to church. I do listen to Dr. Charles Stanley. I do listen to Joel Osteen. Okay? Yeah, I have a self-esteem problem. Okay? I have low self-esteem. I admit it. I'm my own worst enemy. I admit it. I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression. I'll admit that. But nobody saw that. They saw, fuck me. Get down on your knees and eat me out. And believe me, if it was just the friends with benefits, fine. If you want, like I said, if you want that, let me know. If you live in the Philadelphia area and you want that, fine. But I'm going to tell you something. I want more than that. I do. I want to enjoy the person. Okay? I want to enjoy the person. I want to spend time with the person, not just the sex. So if that's you, you're at least 22. Let's just say it this way. If you're 21, okay, and you can pass legally for 21 to a casino I'm going to be 55 March 25th. So I'm cutting off at like 50. I may allow the 51, 52. Okay? I may allow it up towards the 55. Because the one that I said I speak to 2 days a week is over 55. Okay? And, like I said, in reference to American Fox, like I said, if something didn't happen beyond our control, I wouldn't have been on the dating apps. So, or really even having someone interested in me on TikTok. If they didn't ask me for money and showed me that they didn't look like a teenager, I probably would have been interested in meeting them if they were really, really interested in me for me, not my wallet, not just my cock. Okay? I'm going over an hour on this. But I'm also saying it because I want people to know who Joey is. And if you are, like I said, if you are in the Philadelphia area, okay, and you're really interested in wanting to meet me in person, wanting to get to know me, everything I said, you can leave a post comment. I do read them. I actually do read them. But if it's something that's just not good, I'll delete it. Or if it's really something that I don't talk about on this podcast, I definitely will delete it right off the bat. And there are some that I did say that to. Okay? But yes, I am looking for someone. Yes, I am officially, even though, yes, I am divorced. And I am looking. And yes, I want to spend time with someone. So that's what this whole podcast was about. And if there's questions I didn't bring up, or, things about me that I didn't bring up, put them in the comments. I'll answer them. I will say you get a plus if you're a long-haired woman. I will get a plus if you're interested in going to Atlantic City or going to the casinos with me. I'll give you a plus if once I get a better place of my own that I can cook healthy meals. Yes, I'd like to work out again. I'd like to be able to exercise and be able to get healthy again towards my 60s. Okay? If you're between 3 foot and 6'4", and anything higher than 5'7", 5'8", if you're interested in me and interested in really having a relationship with me, and you want to bend down, or the one I was talking to, she could literally just lift me up and kiss me. Okay. I really shouldn't have a height limit. I really shouldn't be, just keeping it to long-haired women. Okay? And yes, I'm knocking down the short-haired women, and I'm sorry. I mean, if you decide you want to grow it out during the relationship, I mean, that's up to you. And I should really look at short-haired women, too, for who they are. And see, I'm judging that. And that's not who I'm supposed to be. I'm not. I'm not supposed to be that person. I'm supposed to be Joey. I'm supposed to be someone who is there to listen to you, be your number one cheerleader, even though the podcast has one. Doesn't mean I don't. I mean, I had one. I have one. I have a couple, to be honest with you. And those of you that I met on the apps are like, yeah, I want to be his number one fan. Everybody's going to be a number one fan. It's just you need to physically be there with me for it. Okay? You physically have to be there. All right? If you love holding hands, if you love going to the casinos, and when I'm at the casinos, okay, when I'm there by myself at night, if I don't have anything planned the next day, when I come back, because and I'm going to say it, like I said, today I don't mind going over the hour for this. I leave for Atlantic City from 30th Street Station at 10:55 at night when I go. Okay? Unless I'm staying overnight or something. Then I go like really early in the day. But I'll go to the casino at 12:30 in the morning. Now Friday, it's nightclub weekend. So if you go early, if you're out there at like 12:30 and you're along the boardwalk, it's packed house. Okay? Now, normally when I go, I usually go to the marina, which is Borgata, Golden Nugget, Harris, and it's quiet as could be. It's somewhat quiet because the nightlife is at the far end. And believe me, I see so many beautiful women walking by me, but usually they're in groups and they go to the bathroom. And that's another thing. If you're someone that wants to be with me and you want to have a girls' night out and we're together, go have your girls' night out. Don't let me stop you. Okay? I don't want to be the thorn that ruins everything in reference to it. And I know you would probably say, oh, go have a guy's night out. I rarely have a guy's night out. The only guy's night out I have is me. And then when I go to Atlantic City, like I said, I go down there 12:30, and then the first train coming home is 4 o'clock in the morning. That's it. I leave when the train leaves at 4:11 in the morning or 4:20, whatever, on the weekend. That's what I do. I get home 6:30. That's it. My day's done. I really want more than that. I want to be able to enjoy someone for them. I want to be able to look at someone, tell them how beautiful they are, tell them how much they mean, and tell them how amazing they really are. Just tell them what God's saying. That's it. I want to enjoy that. I want to be able to walk holding hands, taking walks. And if you have a dog, that's okay. We can hold hands and walk dogs. Okay? I'm up for that. Shoot. You want to have a first date walking the dog? Hey, I'm up for it. But you have to be in the Philadelphia area in reference to it. I can't travel too far right now because my budget's constrained. But if you're interested, really interested in everything I said, and you're watching this post live stream, leave a comment because I will reply to it. I will tell you about it. Even if you have a question that didn't come up, that I didn't answer, put it in the comment. Keep it reasonable. Okay? Keep it reasonable. I'll answer it. Because one thing I like to be is transparent. And that's one thing that I hold myself to the highest regard on. Like I said, I'm going to throw up the walls, defensive-wise, if I find out that I'm doing something wrong. I'll walk away very quickly. And those that keep saying, those when I said that, I'm like, I better go because I was getting somewhere where I wasn't being happy. And all they kept saying is, no, don't go. But all the don't go was doing was like, I just want to fuck your brains out again. That's it. because that's all I was worth. And like I said, I don't mind the friends with benefits. If that's what you want, comment it. But I really want to enjoy spending time with someone. I want to enjoy being with someone, enjoying who they are, telling them who they are, even though they're supposed to be telling that themselves. Because I was just a messenger saying that. And all I can say is this. If you're 21 and can pass through security at the casinos, okay, and or you're 50, maybe 52, 53, and if you're 3 foot tall or you're 6'3", and the six, if you're taller, like I said, if you're taller than 5'7", 5'8", and you have to, bend down to be passionate with me, if that's what interests you, okay, then let's do it. Reach out to me. Let's say, Joey, I'd like to meet you in person. Okay. So I'm going to leave it at that. I think I said what I needed to say and show what I really mean. If you're someone that's looking for someone, like I just said, and I literally just gave a full audition about it, comment. I will reply. Okay, I will literally reply. So, thank you for watching this podcast, even if it's after the live stream. God bless you all.